So let's start in the cockpit. This is a 2003 Ford E450 van cutaway. It does have power windows, which is sweet, and power locks. So a few features that we've added to the van itself is we wired up a 400 watt inverter. Just a small little guy we got from Walmart. Does the trick, but got 2 USBs, and if we need to charge laptops, phones on the speed charging, that works great. Also up here we have 2 outlets for USB for our phones, and then we also have a AM/FM transmitter to blast our tunes when we're driving. A couple things that we use every time we drive is one, up here, our nice little camera. So this records when we're driving. The number 2 thing that we use is our OBD2 Bluetooth, and this talks directly to my phone, and basically I can easily monitor temperatures, engine pressure, all that good stuff. And if we do get a check engine light, I can just read the code right on this. So that easily sits down there and helps monitor everything we do when we're driving and keeps the box running well. Well, that's pretty much for additions. We also have a GPS just in case we get super lost and really need help. Haven't had to use it yet. Well, that's pretty much a quick rundown of the cab of the box. Not much to see, but let's go and check out the rest of the van. A couple additions that we've made to the exterior of the van, because we installed some driving lights. The normal lights kind of suck, so those are great for dark back roads. And we also have a front mounted hitch. So on the side of the rig, we installed these solar powered sensor lights. We got one right here next to the cab, and then one above the door. And those are great for nighttime. Another great feature of the van when we bought it were these boxes underneath. We basically use these as a huge garage. Chairs, hoses, our propane lives under there, all of my tools, dirt biking gear. It's great for pretty much everything that you don't want inside the box that gets dirty. Nice and convenient, and potential for an external generator. A few of the things that you might notice on the outside of the van that we've installed is our water heater, as well as our water fill up. We've actually made videos about both those things in our channel. So if you haven't seen those videos, go over and check those out. But otherwise, let's go inside. The best part about a box truck is this. Yep, I'm 6 feet tall. Can you do that in your van? Didn't think so. So when we bought the box truck, it actually already came with the door and these great steps up into the box, which is really convenient when you're coming in. Slide the shoes off. We have some shoe storage down below. Just a nice little shelf unit for random knickknacks here and there. Near the entrance, we do have a nice big gear closet. Store a bunch of skis, skateboards, rollerblades, disc golf, pretty much all the toys go in there. We got a hang board. This is great for doing some pull-ups, getting the swole on. You really can never have enough hooks near the entrance of your box or van. We have like 8 different hooks here, all the dogs' toys, headlamps, hats, jackets, those all go right here. So making our way over to the living room, as I call it, we have a nice huge L-shaped couch, very loungeable, very roomy. You can fit multiple people. Me and Mel, you know, easily fit on here working. And then for our dining room, this is our table that we just bust out and place right here when we're eating or working on laptops. Super simple, and it hides away nice and clean when we're not using it. Most of the time we're just relaxing. This couch is made of 5-inch foam, and it is 6 feet long. So if you want to take an afternoon nap in here, very comfortable to lay on. And this whole piece actually is all custom built by Melissa. And the drawers pull out nice and easy for a bunch of storage. We keep a lot of toiletries down there, snacks, food. So we got a banging sound system here in the box. We spent a lot of money on this thing. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's a company called JBL. I'm not sure where they're based out of. But yeah, this speaker really pumps it out. The bass on these things absolutely hit. So that's a 16-foot box, 120 square feet, and that thing bounces the place. So let's take it over to our kitchen. Very happy with the size of the kitchen. Obviously, in van life, you could always use more counter space. And we put this giant Everest 2-burner stove on the counter to take up just that much more space. But we already have the stove itself, and we dive into more detail on this in our propane video, but very happy with the setup. When we are cooking with propane in the box, ventilation is a big deal. Thankfully, we do have 2 different fans that can suck in and out. So we usually have a rotating airflow, one going in, one going out, or we just open the door. And we also have up here our nice carbon monoxide and fire detection, as well as our sweet little temperature gauge and humidity gauge. Very comfortable in the box right now. So our upper cabinets that we did repurpose have been working out great. The one thing that probably we would add in the future is some nice little shocks to keep these up. But we're on a budget and we don't need those things, but it would be nice. Other than that, the cabinets have held up great. One addition that we have made since moving into the van is we did install some LED light strips underneath the kitchen. And that's great because it really lightens up when you're cooking here. Because before it was very dark and the mood lighting was just not there. So our kitchen setup, the counter space is limited. So we do utilize a lot of shelf storage for our fruit basket, coffee setup, etc. But our sink and faucet combo, we've been really happy with that. Works well, no leaks thus far. And our system down below with our 6 gallons of gray water and the option to dump straight outside have been working really well for us. Very happy with that. And also a bunch of storage down below underneath the sink. Down in here we have our trash can, kind of some other storage. And then our big drawer here. We utilize these small little tabs, the child-proof tabs, for our drawers to keep them nice and tucked away, especially when we're driving. I like to take sharp left turns, and sometimes those drawers like to slide out, so that prevents everything from falling out. And lastly, down below, we have our big chest fridge, and this is just on slides, easily pulls in and out. So we've been on the road for over 6 months, I guess almost 7 months now, and we've not the greatest sticker collection, but we've gotten some stickers. They're like $4 each, so I'm not gonna go everywhere and just getting stickers everywhere. And you other van lifers might be like, the feng shui on that sticker wall is really off. But whatever, it tells a story of where we've been. So this is a great little accessory outlet right here next to the kitchen. We can plug in our blender, our phones, USB, whatever we need to charge. So when we're off-grid and boondocking, we do have 300 watts of solar that goes into our charge controller to charge our 200 amp hour battery. If we have access to power, we do have a 30 amp shore power hookup. So that's great if we need to run the AC. And then we also have 2 additional outlets when we are plugged in that we can run off the 30 amp power. Moving on to our closet. We've been very happy with our setup here. Kind of my clothes up top, all of our hanging gear, and down below we've added that shelf for a little more storage space, which has been nice. And of course our dirty laundry. And our shoe storage. We probably have too many shoes, to be honest. I think in van life you probably really only need like 3 pairs of shoes. And down below is our Olympia Wave 6. That is our propane heater. We've been very happy with that. Thankfully now that it's summer, we don't have to run it anymore, but it did successfully get us through winter and the single digits in Texas snowstorm that we did hit. Now it's summer, we do have an AC unit. This big behemoth right here actually came with the truck, which was huge. Unfortunately, we can only use this when we're plugged in or on a generator. And since we don't have a generator right now, only when we're plugged in. So, works great when we can use it. As far as lighting goes in the box, we do have 2 12-volt major LEDs that we use during the daytime. But as soon as the sun goes down, we normally use the LEDs under the sink here. Or we have 8 puck lights around the box, some over by the living room, and then a couple up here. All of our LED puck lights are on these 3-tap dimmer switches. So simple and easy to turn them on and off and adjust the lighting for your needs. Well, let's talk about the pooper, huh? We opted for a compost toilet. No, just kidding. Actually, we don't have a compost toilet. They're too expensive. So I think you could probably buy 5 or 6 of these with the price of a compost toilet. This is the Thetford Porta Potty 365. It is a great toilet. We might actually do a full review of the toilet by itself for YouTube, just because there's a lot of crap that goes into that. So our porta potty sits inside of our shower base. We have a 24 by 36 inch shower base. And when we do take a shower, we can actually just take that full porta potty out, and then we have a full 2 feet by 3 feet shower area, which is very comfortable, a lot bigger than a lot of people have if you have a compost toilet that stays in the shower. The shower itself is awesome. We do have a shower head that comes off. You can move that around, get the whole body. And we did install some roof siding, roof shingle. What do they call these things?
Corrugated metal.
We did install some corrugated metal just to class it up a little bit. And because our previous wall, we didn't actually put the sealant on correct, or the adhesive on correct, and it started to kind of get this weird bubble. So we put this on, looks clean, and very nice and waterproof. And we got a nice little curtain for a little privacy when you're taking a doo-doo. Although it's not soundproof. The other thing about our shower area is we have a couple hooks here and here and here for towels or wet clothes that need to dry a little bit. Honestly, in van life, you can never have enough hooks. So when in doubt, just put a hook randomly, because you'll probably use it. Is that how the van life girls do it? Something like that. Get my coffee, get my coffee. Just kidding. This is our bed here. It is a queen size bed, nice and spacious. We also have a TV here, but very comfortable. Can sit and watch a movie, hang out, but mostly we just sleep up here. The cool thing about this bed though, is it does lift up. We put this bed on some 100-pound shocks. So we have one on each side. And that allows for nice access to all of our storage down below, our electrical system, water, yada, yada, yada. Since hitting the road, we did add one more LED down here for lighting purposes to kind of see what we're digging through. But again, all this is pretty much storage down here. We have our water tank, battery monitor, water heater, and our inverter switch. Down in the corner here, we have all our electrical. So we have a 200 amp hour battery, 2000 watt inverter, as well as our AC DC distribution panel. And we can also charge the battery from our shore power. If you guys want to see a video on our electrical system, I can talk more in depth in it. If you do, comment below, and if we get enough likes or comments, maybe we'll actually make a video about our electrical system. For now, this is what you get. Well, there you go. That's kind of 6 months in to our US tour. We're trying to hit the lower 48 states in under a year. So follow along, and we've got more videos coming out slowly but surely, but wanted to give you guys an update on our van, what we like, what we don't like, and where we're going. We're gonna be in the Midwest, and then in the fall, we're gonna be Pacific Northwest, and then California by October. I don't know. Tell us where we should go, and follow along